about how to perform an audit log on a database table. It's like why we need to do audit log and why it is required. So basically to tracking or storing information about changes to your data is essential for database for this following reasons, like who is doing that change and what changes were made and when the changes occurred and how the change was made. So this is the primary reason behind to capture the audit log on any table DML events, like on performing that action. Okay, and why it has been tracking means like it will be useful performing the audit log to tracking and supporting the following following way to the business, like accountability and who's accountable for that, and traceable, like identify who's the concerned person doing that particular operation, and for compliant reasons like meeting some regulatory in some business use case they might interested for regulatory and audit requirement. And the third point is unintended operation as well done like accidentally or something, like you can roll back with this audit log support. And fourth point, like to analyze the data and that trend, like what was there before, what is there now, like and monitoring part of business intelligence. So this all of the useful area in which like we can make use of this audit log information. This is the quick idea behind like why audit log is required and was done the changes with the reasons and how it is useful to the business. Everything I explained real quick. Correct. Now let us jump into implementing. Like now in this use case, I'm going to perform this activity across the database, not only one particular database. Like assuming that you have Postgres, you have Oracle or SQL Server, different platforms you have it. Like I'm taking Postgres as an first example to showcase or demonstrate. Okay, so now if I'm going to create I have already a table called actor is there. I'm going to use that table to perform this action across this all platforms. Now I'm going to create an audit log table as a first thing. So I have already opened my Postgres database called learning database, under which I'm going to create this audit log. Okay, the table I've created, like basically I'm just creating the running number, which operation, like it insert or delete or update operation, and which table against that this operation is going to happen, and who is performing that action, and what was the old data and what is the new data, and what time on which this operation has been taken care. So the table has been successfully created. And next thing is like I'm going to maintain this audit log after insert trigger. Like for in Postgres, actually two steps we need to follow, like creating a trigger function is the first step. So inside the trigger function, if you see, like I'm inserting into audit log based on the operation. Okay, so this is for the this trigger function about, like I'm going to create this trigger function. So once it is done, then the following step, like to map the trigger, like using the function, the trigger function, we have to map with that. Okay, so like as I mentioned, I'm using in this case actor as the table for our testing purpose. Correct. Here I'm actually mapping which table I'm going to make use of it. Okay, so I'm creating that. The step 3 also is done now. So now step 1, creating an audit table, and step 2, creating a trigger function and mapping the trigger function into the actual trigger. So step 3, all 3 steps we have completed. Now 4th step is to perform and make sure that audit log is capturing correctly. Okay, that is the most important step. Correct. So now I am performing like insert operation. Okay, so successfully done on a actor table, as I mentioned. Like now the second step is like updating. Okay, update also done. Now the third thing is we are going to delete. So all 3 DML operation we have completed against that actor table. So in the background the trigger will fire and capture the this DML operation events, like actions, like into audit log table. Let us try to execute audit log table information correctly captured. So now if you see here, the ID is automatic number, it's generation, like an insert, first DML operation is insert, and actor is the table, and username Postgres through which I am executing. There is no old data since it's a new record being inserted and new data captured. Okay, and this is the date in which it's performed. Okay, and when you go to the second row, like update actor table, like this is the old data, like from the original insert, right? If you see, that information captures the old information, and this is the change information. The difference you can see that the first name only I made the change, and third, it's simple delete, because there won't be any new information, because the whatever the old information we are deleting, and this is the time on which the information captured. Okay, now this is done with respect to Postgres database. Okay, correct. Now let us jump into implementation on the next database platform, like SQL Server. Okay, so I have already SQL Server Management Studio already I have, like learning databases there. I'm going to create an audit table similar to what we had done for Postgres side. Okay, okay, that table has been successfully created. Now the very next step is creating a audit trigger. After this is after insert trigger, like in 3 operations, correct? So I'm going to copy this code, execute, and so the third thing is I'm going to perform a testing against it, like to make sure that it's producing. The first operation is insert operation. Insert is done. Now the next thing is update, and third is delete. Okay, so now all 3 operational here. It's straightforward, on a single trigger, like after insert trigger, we are ensuring that audit log table information captured against the DML operations. Now we had already tested also all these 3 DML operations. Let us try to check it on audit log table whether it's recorded correctly or not. Okay, yeah, so now the same way what we have validated in Postgres, you can see the running number and insert operation, insert update delete operation, which user and this username in through which you executed, and all data, everything perfectly captured. Okay, now the last but not the least, like in Oracle database also will perform the equivalent thing. Okay, so this is what my Oracle database is there. So I'll go back. So this is my Oracle side, audit log table, DDL script. So audit log table has been created. Now this is the after insert trigger I have created. So now to perform the DML operation is producing the expected results to capture the DML actions. Okay, let me try to execute insert operation, update operation, now final. Okay, so now let's commit it here and let us check it out in audit log whether it is recorded correctly or not. So you can easily see the differences, like there is no old data in the new cases, like in updated the old data captured and the new data as well captured. The differences you can see that, and delete operation there is no new data, old data captured. And this is about the audit log capturing information. Okay, I've already given a idea about audit log in the beginning. So this is how across the database platforms to perform the audit log information using after insert trigger. Okay, so but basically it took you give a quick glimpse and a summary about it. Like audit log provide the transparency and accountability who's doing that, and any compliance requirement is there for the business, and any recovery specific needs also you can manage it. And this is how the implementation and demonstrates, like you have to do it, like the design that audit table creation and writing platform specific trigger, like recording the meaningful changes, like it can be either through JSON in the Postgres side and Cloud in Oracle side, and in Worker in SQL Server, and capturing the timestamp context, everything. It will give you quick idea about the audit log information. Hope this video is really helpful for you. If you have any questions on this topic specific, please reach me out. Thanks.